Yes, sir. Yes, sir. One time for the fan. We are back. We are back.
Yeah.
Of course, you know how it goes down. Let's go ahead and start the show. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's up, boys?
What's going on, Chase? Bodie 3000. We are back with another episode of One Time for the Fan. I'm your host, Jack Spade. Got my boy Bodie 3000 here with me once again. Chase, welcome back. How y'all doing, man? How y'all weekend going? Chase, what's going on with you, man? How's your weekend going?
Pretty good weekend, man. Got to watch the Birds play on Friday. Damn good weekend.
Bodie, talk to me.
Man, I can't call it, man. Another day above this dirt. I'm good. Like you said, the Falcons played. Saw a lot of good things. Saw a lot of not so good things. But we here, you know. We here to talk about it.
Like how you said that. Saw a lot of good things. Saw a lot of not so good things. Saw a win. That's what it's all about. Lisa Shepard's in here. Falcons football is back. Safe travels to you. I know you went out there to Detroit. I don't know if you're back yet, but if you are, I'm glad you went out there and represented for them Falcons.
At least you went out there and got a dub.
Got a dub. Preseason dub. I don't care what it is. A dub's a dub, man. It's football. They put the uniforms on. I saw the refs. They had people checking tickets at the gate. It's a win. It is what it is, man. We move forward. We got a lot to talk about tonight on One Time for the Fan. Zantega is up in the building. Shout out to Zantega up in here, family. Man. Lisa Shepard, the 4th and 9 conversion to winners. With your rookie quarterback.
Yeah.
With your rookie quarterback.
Threw it to a dude that played lacrosse.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, right. The story about him. That's nice to hear. Now he has an opportunity to make the Falcons. Will he get cut Tuesday? Would be a surprise if he does, but I give him another week out there. I mean, Falcons talk about the wide receivers. Falcon fans look at the wide receivers like Allison and Darby and Hodge and Bird, and here comes your lacrosse player to win the game for you. So, you know, we got a lot to talk about tonight on One Time for the Fan. But I hope to see Bernhardt next week against the Jets too as well. So shout out to him. Falcons news and updates, y'all. Is everybody checking in? Lisa Shepard, DSGB Hall, he's in here from Cali. He's checking in. I'm be rocking with you soon now. Falcons Rams game. Be rocking with you now. DSGB. Hit that like button. Hit that share button. One Time for the Fan. You know we talking about them Atlanta Falcons every Wednesday, every Sunday. But we got some more pop-up shows coming up. Falcons news and updates. You know they had practice today on a Sunday. Chase, Bodie.
That's all right.
Chick-fil-A's closed, but Falcons still practice. Don't matter.
Just putting in that work.
Putting in that work. Falcons got the win 27-23. Practice on the Sunday. Got some players who did not practice today. Marlon Davidson, once again, did not practice. Nick Kowalski, once again, did not practice. Cornerback, Cornell Armstrong, who gave up the touchdown in the second quarter yesterday on Friday, did not practice. I guess hope is not feelings hurt. But cornerbacks, man, you gotta turn around, you gotta find that ball. You gotta know how to get to it. It's part of the game.
We'll talk about him later.
Sure will. Cornerback, Darren Hall did not practice today.
Bummer.
And then wide receiver Drake London did not practice today. So going over this Falcons news and updates, Bodie, hearing the names of some of these players who did not practice today, Nick Kowalski, Marlon Davidson, two names that we mentioned the other day. I don't know what the injury is. Coach hasn't really said much on it, but they didn't play and they're still injured. Cornell Armstrong, he played the other day, Friday. Now he's injured. Darren Hall, he played Friday. Now he's on the – not saying that they're injured, like they're not going to play the season, but they didn't practice today. Drake London, the situation with him with the knee injury, Coach said it's not that serious. It's not long-term, but he did not practice today. Bodie, just your thoughts on some new names we see here on the injury list.
Yeah, man, it's just I would like to think it's more precautionary than anything. I mean, these cats, they if they even tweak anything or they be like something, they probably be like, hey, nope, come out, nope,
sit down.
Ain't nothing happening today. I mean, it's not no real time to hurt yourself. We want everybody healthy going into the season, so there's not much to take out of it. I mean, like they keep saying, Drake is fine. If for anybody in here who's worried about Drake, he'll be fine.
I have no problem with Drake not playing next week either. If you want to hold Drake and not play him, that's perfectly fine with me. Chase, some of these names, Darren Hall, Cornell Armstrong, give me your thoughts. Drake London not practicing today. Coach trying to keep everybody healthy. But, yeah, just give me your thoughts on just some of these names right here.
I'm piggyback off of Bodie, man. I just think it's precaution, really, especially with London. You don't want your receiver one going down in preseason. So keep them boys on the bench, let them heal up right for the season.
And, of course, Atlanta Falcons, we're the podcasters. They're the organization. Let's let them, make the decision on these players or why they're not playing. You don't want Drake London out there running drills. And practice was kind of light today, not too much. So, a lot was going on the field Friday. But today, a little light condition day for the Falcons. So that's pretty cool. That coach is trying to keep everything right before they get ready for the Jets game next week. So, got some more things here. PFF ratings dropped on some of the Atlanta Falcons players that played on Friday. Of course, some people don't listen to the ratings. Some people don't care about the ratings. Some people's like, whatever. But, PFF, they try to do the best they can of giving some grades to some of these players of,
And I will say some people don't know what the ratings mean. Exactly. Including me. I'm not going to act like I know everything.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
Hey, but I know
how
when
they
they're
do the
high,
ratings,
they're a good thing.
Yeah, how they do the ratings, I don't know. I don't know how they judge the ratings because apparently what I was told today is Ritter had a nice rating until that interception, which was called back because of the roughing the passer. But they still kept the rating down. I'm guessing, like we talked about earlier, if it's a bad throw or a bad pass or even a bad look, they'll just drop points off of it. But
my thing
ahead,
is,
buddy.
I think how that's done. It if the penalty didn't happen, it would have happened.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It happened away from the ball, I think. So Now, I see why they kept it. I understand.
PFF ratings here before we hit to the chat. I just think the team played physical and now are sore. I think it's just to allow their bodies to recover. We are good. Oh, I think we are definitely good.
Yeah, we're good, though.
I think we're good. I think we're good. PFF, top 5 offensive ratings against the Lions. Number 5, Drake London, 76.6. He did play a couple of snaps. I know he went out with the knee injury, but the catch that he had was fantastic. So shout out to Drake once again. Even if you go back and look at the play, and I've watched the game 3 times, Drake got separation on that play for a reason. He's a really good receiver. So we'll talk about some more.
It was just a drag route, right?
It was a drag route. It looked to be about like a quick 3 or 4 yard drag route. But he got him behind the linebackers. It's the same play that similar to what the Lions ran back on their possession when St. Brown caught the catch. When Mekhi Walker bit on that play action and St. Brown got behind him going right across to the sideline. So similar to the same play. But to the PFF ratings, Drake London, 76.6. Jalen Mayfield, 77.6. Wide receiver Jared Bernhardt, 86.5. Tackle Jake Matthews, 88.3. Marcus Mariota, who went 2 for 2 and scrambled like some eggs out there, 92.2 for his PFF rating. He takes the number 1 spot for the Falcons offensive grades. The defensive grades, linebacker Nate Landman, 80.1. Defensive tackle Abdullah Anderson, 81.9. This name doesn't surprise you. Cornerback D. Alford, 85.6.
Yeah.
Safety Tease Tabor, who we talked about on Friday, 89.1. And defensive lineman, who we haven't spoke much about on this show, who's having a solid camp and had a good game 1 against the Lions, Taekwon Graham, 90.4 on the PFF ratings. Bodie, some people like the PFF ratings. Some people don't care about the PFF ratings. But for most fans who like to hear the stats, who like to hear the numbers, inside the lines, I guess they say, what do these numbers feel for you? We got the win. We got the dub. Some of these players that you're hearing about, D. Alford, Tease Tabor, Nate Landman. I mean, give me your thoughts on the PFF ratings that we just heard right there. These are the experts who's, breaking down some of these players' performance. So give me your thoughts on there.
It's like
some good grades right there.
I've been a football fan for yay high, okay, to the floor. All right. All of a sudden, PFF ratings just came out of nowhere, and I was like, I don't know what these are. I mean, I guess they go off of the players and how they played or whatever. But I would love to know exactly. Maybe it's a YouTube video on this. What do they go by when they come up with these grades? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm sure there's a video.
I think AK should have been on there. I know he didn't get no sacks, did no big plays, none of that, but he was constant pressure. If they counted constant pressure, then his ass should have got something. He should be up there too, because he was moving that dude. He caused the interception. Caused the interception. So I'm curious. I got to go back and do my research. Excuse me, Falcon fans, for not being prepared on what PFF grades are. And I don't doubt the experts and stuff. I got to go see exactly what they are for myself. But yeah, I want to see what they qualify for. AK should have been up there because he was everywhere, even though he didn't get sacks and stuff. So.
Chase, PFF ratings, are they big to you? I mean, does it matter to you?
I'm not necessarily going to say it matters. Maybe from a player standpoint, I see that it matters. But I'm with Bodie. It's just something that just came past 2-3 years. They just came out with PFF grades.
It's fairly new.
So I mean, like I'm with Bodie. I got to look some research into that. But I'm pleased with them. Some of these names on this list. Very pleased. Very pleased.
Yes, it's a good feeling to see. When you win, you want to see everything kind of as a fan. Like, okay.
Oh yeah.
When the season starts, if we're off to a 3-1 start or a 2-2 start, you see, oh damn, Patterson got 400 yards already, man. Go ahead and start Patterson on my now fantasy. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you seeing these numbers, these PFF ratings makes you feel good because sometimes fans don't know none about it, but they see some good grades. Wait, Taekwon Graham got 90.4? He's on the team. You know what I'm saying? You hear shit like that, and it just makes you feel good. But I'm perfectly fine with what these experts give us. The ratings right here are Marcus Mariota. I mean, he went 2 for 2, but he ran the ball like a muff. So 92.2 is what they gave him. All right, cool. But Desmond Ritter, because he had more time. Don't forget, a lot of those drops probably would have put Ritter's grade a little bit better. A lot of drops from the receivers. A lot of drops. So I'm guessing what I was told. Shout out to RVGA11, new subscriber right here. Shout out to RV. What I was told is the drops and the interceptions look like it brought his grade down. So, but the interception was called back. So I don't know. Plus he got sacked too as well. So I guess they're looking at it as he went 10 for 22? Something around 10,
there?
Yeah.
So he would have did a little bit better if he would have had like 4 of those passes back. That would have been better. The Geronimo Allison pass, the Batson one. I've watched the game a couple times now, so Ritter did actually pretty damn good. The offensive line, I must say, did pretty damn good. We're going to get into that now as we go over to our Falcons recap.
Real quick.
Go ahead,
I want to say, when it comes to that, like you said, the drops, he can't do shit about them drops, okay? Right. I mean, he can't help them drops. That pick, okay, it was it might not have been the best throw. Okay, I can see why they would have held that one.
Mm-hmm.
Them drops, they shouldn't count against you to me because they was on the money. Now you looking eye test. They were good passes. All of them, most of them were good passes. See, that's why I'm saying I don't get the PFF. I'm not down in PFF. Them experts, them dudes make way more money than me. You know what I'm saying? And
doing what they do.
Doing what they do. And we talking Falcons on the discount. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't got shit to say about them cats. But that's all I'm saying. It's just you can't help the drops. If they lower this grade, that's BS to me. But
I agree.
I digress.
Chase, you agree?
Yeah, I agree. He was on the money. Other than that interception, Ritter was on the money.
Yeah.
Yep.
Also, going back to the Falcon news and notes from training camp for fans that want to know, Troy Anderson did return to practice. So that's a good note. That Troy returned.
I hope he plays on Monday.
I do hope he plays on Monday because Nate Landman got a lot of snaps. Dorian Etheridge.
That's the name there, son.
We'll talk a lot about this coming up on the players to watch for. I mean, we have a couple players who we give the star to. We'll pick 3 on offense and 3 on defense tonight. Chat, go ahead and chime in too as well. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe. One time for the fan. Every Wednesday, every Sunday. We talking Falcons football. We talking Falcons football. Go over these notes, man. There's a video about Desmond Ritter too as well, right after the game about how he saw the 4th and 9. I don't know if you guys saw that. How he broke down the coverage. Something that we talked about too as well a couple months ago when Desmond Ritter got drafted, how intelligent he is. Can't wait to get this Desmond Ritter rookie report out the way once I get this email back so we can go ahead and get that going to find out some more about Desmond. But the way he broke down the play to the Falcons in the Falcons interview after the game, how he read the coverage, the single high safety, how they knew they had the fade, and what he did. Bro.
Hey, reading it.
Bro, hearing quarterbacks just tell you about plays just like that lets you know how smart some of these quarterbacks are, how intelligent they have to know the game, right?
Yeah.
And it just hearing that, I was thinking, man, that boy Desmond Ritter is smart as hell, bro. I'm telling you, it's gonna be crazy to see Desmond Ritter get in there and actually get some games under his belt where he can get some wins and go back into the the press room. They ask him questions like that. So how did you see this coverage? How did you see this coverage? I just want to hear more. You know what I'm saying? To sit in the room with some of these players and to hear how they talk football. Even Dean Pease, Bodie, when we talked football that day, it's just amazing to hear how they have to know the game like ins and outs. You know what I'm saying? So Desmond Ritter, to get into the film room, and you're playing with some receivers and some linemen and some other players that you don't even know if they're part of the 53. You know what I'm saying? And to make a play like that on 4th and 9, I mean, the sky's the limit right now for Desmond Ritter. But as we get into these Falcons and Lions recap notes, that was just so big. Bodie, did you get a chance to hear how he broke down the play? Did you get a chance to hear that?
Yeah. I mean, dude. I mean, we didn't doubt that his football IQ was high, and we knew that. That's why so many people tapped him the best quarterback in his draft. They over Pickett, who went earlier than him, and just the best. They say he was the best for a reason. And he played for that Cincinnati school, man. They ain't no slouch. You know what I'm saying? No. It was great. He played great till he faced us dogs. But it's all good.
Chase, hearing Desmond break down the play after the game, I know it's preseason, but this is Desmond's. Hell, he played 3 quarters. It feel like a damn regular game for Desmond Ritter. Yeah. But to hear him break down the defensive coverage and what he had to do to execute that play on 4th and 9, even after the line somewhat broke down, the play somewhat broke down. Like towards as soon as it started, you kind of see Desmond had his eye on what he was reading. Play broke down from the line. He ran around to the side, got the throw off. It was a beautiful throw. But for Bernhardt to, block out the defender, catch the ball. I mean, give me your thoughts on just Desmond Ritter breaking down the play after the game.
As a Falcon fan, man, that's hope. That gives a team hope right there, man. From a fan standpoint, it gives you hope. There's a young player, and he's got a lot of room to grow, and he's already breaking down defenses that way. I mean, called it out as soon as he seen it. Cover one safety. I'm going to the right. I mean, he rolled out, hit his man, and damn near a PI. I'm pretty sure it was a PI, and it was a damn good play. Damn good.
A lot of calls not being called out there. On
it was a lot.
Friday.
A lot of holdings. There was a lot of shit for sure.
Yeah.
Deshaun's in here. He says we need Roquan.
Say it louder for the folks in the back.
CP.
Here's the funny thing about Roquan. I think Cordell Patterson still got his picture on Roquan on his page.
Yeah.
Chase, you pointed that out.
Keep it there. It's true. We need him.
Zantega's in here. I'm telling you, a kid is special, man. I'm telling you, Desmond Ritter, he's something else, man.
He is.
Shout out to Desmond Ritter, man. That Lions defender was about 5 milliseconds too late on getting to Ritter. What a play that was. What a play, definitely from Desmond.
How about Algiers' block on that play?
Algiers' block is nobody's really talking about that, but he turned into a linebacker on that play.
That's what you got to do.
That's what you got to do.
And let's talk about how the wide receiver Burkhardt, he wasn't even really open when he threw it.
Yeah,
he shielded out the defender and he got the ball. The ball dropped right in him. So I like that too. So.
Yeah,
going to the chat here, Ritter will really be something special. He has that respectful arrogance, and it seems like he'll be able to back it up. Shout out to Dan Burst in the chat. Dave is in the chat. Brothers, I'm a bit late, but I cannot miss you guys. Shout out to Dave. Dave's been here since day one, man. Dave, you're going to be with us right there at the Super Bowl parade too, Dave. Don't worry.
Yes, sir.
Going back to these Falcons news now. Falcons news and notes from the Lions game on Friday, right? So a couple things you might have missed, Falcons fans. A couple things. Chase, you got some notes. Bodie, you probably got some notes. I done went back and seen the game about almost close to 3 times if you count it. I was rewinding, fast forward. You know how you do that. You know what I mean? You go back and watch the game second time. Yeah. But I've seen a lot. Trying to watch the offensive line as best as you can. I can't stay there 24 hours and watch it. But trying to watch, every single player sometimes on some plays. The first quarter, I tried to watch the offensive line a lot. Hennessy, I think, did a decent job. Elijah Wilkinson. Shit. This man just moves defenders, bro. So we got a chance to see a little bit of Elijah. We'll talk about that in a second. But from the kickoff, right? Let's get to the kickoff. Dave is in here. Dan Burst is in here. Red Swarm is in here. Shout out to everybody. It's good. It's good. We good. We talking Falcons football. 8 to 9. You know what it is. From the kickoff, so Bradley Pinion kicks it off, right? And I know a lot of fans, they like to see touchbacks, right? It makes the team, special teams makes it a little bit better because you never know what can happen on special teams. Pinion put it right there on like the 2-yard line, right? So the kick returner for Detroit runs it out, gets to like the 21, gets tackled. So that's good. You tackled him before the 25. All right, that's cool. The person who made the tackle, anybody get a name?
I don't get a name.
Was that Lorenzo Carter?
Zoe Carter is out there on your special teams making tackles on the first play of the game. For me, as a fan, good to see. You're right.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Crazy, right? For me, I'd like to see Zoe Carter just on the sideline waiting for the first down. You feel what I'm saying? Waiting for a first down and wherever it is. But to see Zoe Carter, maybe it's conditioning, maybe it's a tactic. It happened on the other one too. Cordell Hodge, Zacchaeus was on the other side when they kicked off on the other time. I was like, damn, so they put the starters out there just, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. Zoe Carter was out there making tackles on special teams. Shout out to him. He was down there. He plowing people out the way and shit. Zoe Carter. But I'm good call out, Chase. You knew who it was. You definitely been watching your film too as well, sir. But yeah, it is good to see him. But I hope going forward, week 1 against the Saints, there's a Quentin Bell or a Dorian Etheridge, somebody who's taking Zoe's spot. So Zoe's on the sideline.
Yeah, he will not be. He will not be special teams when the season starts.
Yeah. But maybe it's conditioning. But I trust everything the Falcons do. I'm not the coaches, man. I'm not the GM. So shout out to special teams coverage. They had a decent day on Friday. So shout out to them on the coverage and a little bit on some of the return yards too as well. Another thing you might not notice, Mike Ford starting in the cornerback spot, the CB spot, the slot. Of course, Isaiah Oliver didn't play. So look for that 3rd and 4th cornerback spot to be crazy with D. Alford, Darren Hall, Mike Ford, Isaiah Oliver. That is something to watch for going forward on Monday night. I don't expect none of those players to be gone on Tuesday. I expect all of them to be back next week to play against the Jets on Monday night. But that third and fourth cornerback spot is something to watch. Before I get into the next set of notes, Bodie, Chase, on your recap, anything else you want to go ahead and throw in there of what you saw, maybe what you didn't mention on Friday? Now we get a chance to break down some footage. I mean, it's been 2 days now, so we're a bit more relaxed. You know, we went on right after the show on Friday, right after the game was over. So we was hype as hell. You know what I'm saying? So now we get a chance to just, be more in our zone. So any of notes that you got from like the first quarter, second quarter, anything else you want to throw in there?
I just go back to special teams. You want to have a playoff team, you got to have all three aspects playing. You got to have defense, offense, and special teams. And special teams really stood up Friday.
Special teams definitely stand up. And Cordell Patterson, he had one play yesterday. We'll go over the snap count shortly for each player. He had one play yesterday, but Cordell did say earlier this year that he wanted to break the record.
Did he get it? Did he get a snap, Cordell?
He was in the first play of the game, and it was a play action, faked it, went to the sideline. He just walked it off. And you saw him on the sideline the rest of the game. Hell, he was probably over there signing autographs, knowing Cordell. Yeah. Man. He's so cool. But going over some more notes from the Falcons Lions. The Lions took advantage of the run game early. Right?
Yeah, they did.
They tested our run defense.
Definitely did.
Yeah.
Some of the looks our defense had out there, it's kind of weird. They had the Taekwon Graham, or they had the Anthony Rush, Grady Jarrett, kind of more shifted to the right, had the linebackers more to the left, and the zones that they tried to fill just didn't work. Swift was getting yards, Jamal Williams was getting yards, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, okay, well, Falcons definitely have to work on their defense. That's what we know. But Ogundeji,
good job.
Thank you, sir. He has a battle with Arnold Ebiketie. And Bodie, you mentioned this, that you think Ebiketie is going to win that battle. I didn't see much from Ogundeji out there on Friday. Every play that I watched in the first quarter on that snap was like, where is he at? What is he doing? Like, you got to get in there, man. You know what I'm saying? He was getting stuffed on some of the run schemes that they had for Detroit.
That he
was getting stuffed on the pass coverage. Like, you got to get in there, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you saw Zoe Carter one time almost get in there, but Jared Goff got it off. You saw Arnold Ebiketie right there when he did the pass to St. Brown. That was Arnold in his face with his hands up. Arnold was almost in there, but didn't see much from Ogundeji. I want to see more from this guy, but that competition battle, Bodie, you mentioned it a couple weeks ago. Does Arnold really, after seeing game one of preseason, you saw the pressure from Arnold. You saw the fans talking about, oh my God, Arnold almost got to the quarterback. Oh my God, Arnold, he's going to be a problem in the NFL. Nobody's really talking too much about Ogundeji. So give me your thoughts on this competition battle at the outside linebacker between Arnold and Ogundeji.
Yeah, they're not talking about him because he wasn't in the picture. Like, I forgot he was starting that game. I mean, you got to be an impact, and he's in that position where he's on the end. He's going to be in there. He's going to be coming for the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? They like to blitz some outside linebacker. So you got to be an impact player. And I literally didn't even see him, or he had a clean jersey. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
And I saw more of AK. I say it again. I mean, we just kept seeing him. And I know that it seems like the Falcons, they're just in the process of not giving the rookies shit. All the rookies in the back of the damn depth chart, and they're gonna bump their way up throughout training camp, which is cool. It's a mentality thing, I guess, and they got vets who've been there, who made the team, who deserve to be in front of those rookies, and to those rookies see otherwise. You know what I'm saying? So I think Arnold slowly but surely is going to pass Ogundeji, and he's going to get that spot on week 1 versus the Saints.
Chase, you've been on this show before. You haven't spoken much about Ogundeji. We haven't spoken much about Ogundeji, but we talked about Arnold a lot. We saw Arnold Friday night, the pressure, the right off the line, right off the snap. he's like a train. Kyle Andrews talked to us about Arnold on the rookie report, and we saw a little bit of it Friday night. Your thoughts on Ogundeji going up against Arnold for that outside linebacker spot? I say give it to Arnold from the college tape to already preseason game week 1. But your thoughts on just Ogundeji and Arnold in that battle?
I mean, at this point, just off going on Friday's night's game, Ebiketti's just kind of put Ogundeji in the shadow. Ebiketti's got the speed off the side. It's something I don't think Ogundeji's got. Last year, Ogundeji came in, and there was a couple games where he was a star. He showed out. He's got to do a lot better than that if you're going to get a starting position on this team.
Especially against the Lions. I mean, I know they talk big about the Lions O-line. Oh, this O-line, once they play together, they've never played together all season. You heard it. I think I was watching NFL on Fox, but some people were watching NFL Network like, man, these guys are going heavy on the Lions. Like, is this the Lions broadcast?
It is the Lions broadcast. Wasn't that the Lions broadcast?
I don't know. I don't know.
Because I was watching that shit, and I started watching the Lions broadcast. They was talking so much Lions shit. I was like, let me find the Falcons broadcast. It was
all over the place.
I turned up, and then they talking about the Falcons more. I found the Falcons broadcast. I cut that other shit off. It was a Lions broadcast on NFL Network.
I like listening to Dave and Arch sometimes. Put the TV on mute and listen to Dave and Arch, because Dave will get you. He'll get you going now. He'll get you going watching the game. Going to the chat here before we get to the rest of the notes from the Falcons and Lions recap. Been watching you guys for almost a week, and this podcast is dope. Hey, shout out to Dan, man.
Sir.
What's up, man?
Sir.
Shout out to Dan, man. Dan the man.
Subscribe.
Dan the man. Hope to run into you all at the Benz tomorrow. Yeah, I'll be there.
I'll be there.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't got no t-shirts yet, but I wear these big ass glasses and the little baby chain.
We ain't got no merch, but I will recommend to buy all this damn Falcons merch you can. Go buy up all that Falcons shit, man. It's all about the Falcons, man. That's what it's all about. Buy the Braves, United, Georgia, all that. But the Falcons, that's what we talk about here on One Time for the Fan, man. It's about. Field position is such an underrated part of the game.
Tell me about it. That's why I hope we have a strong run game, because field position is a mother. You know what I'm saying? It means something. And, we had flashes. I saw a run game. It was flashes of good runs and stuff.
Not only that,
I saw holes open up.
Yeah.
Like it was pretty decent. So I mean,
we fought that first drive. I mean, we got a penalty, backed us up. What was it? Third and 15, something like that.
I think it was 2 penalties in that first drive. Yeah.
Here comes Drake London, 24-yard catch. I mean, we really fought our way out of that, and that shows faith in that team.
The Hogs catch too as well, but also going back on some of those notes from the Falcons Lions. The offense, right? So they had some good pushes, some good looks running the ball with Quadri.
Yeah.
I mean, Quadri ran through the part of the Red Sea. Like that was a big ass hole. Open. I could run. My grandma could have ran through that damn hole. Like that
was Elijah's side, I believe.
That was they ran to Elijah on the Quadri good run was to Elijah's side. The Damian Williams run was over to Lindstrom and McGarry's side. But the power run that they had, that was with Quadri, it was 7 on the line. Parker Hesse was also on the line too as well. That was that power run they ran. So look at some of these formations they're running when they're trying to get down the field. They're bringing in extra linemen. They're bringing in some big bodies. Like, look, we ain't got Derrick Henry, but we're going to push the damn ball. You best believe that. So it was good to see. We mentioned it Friday, over 100 yards rushing in the first half. I don't care about the two quarterbacks. Oh, your quarterbacks had 60 yards. I don't care. We had over 100 yards rushing in the first half. Other running backs still contributed. Not to break down some of their ratings and their numbers, but they had some decent averages from the line of scrimmage. Quadri had a decent average. I think he was averaging like 3-4 yards a carry. Damian Williams was averaging like 4 yards a carry, even though he just had the short stint inside the game. But Tyler Algieri, 3 for 25. You saw every running play you saw, other than the Quadri stop on the tackle for loss, was like up the field. Yeah. So they were moving. We want to see more of that Monday night against the Jets. We want to see more of that.
We will. It's the Jets.
The Jets. Going over some more notes here shortly before we get to the next segment. Dan spoke in his press conference today. Thoughts on his comments? Dan spoke on this conference today. Which one? Which conference did they have today?
Is he talking about Dean?
I think he's talking about Dean. I seen the.
There you go.
Shit,
Seen
boy.
Was it Arthur Smith? Arthur Smith talked today. I think he talked today. Yeah, I think he talked today.
Yeah, he
I'm
talked.
like, Dan, the only Dan I remember is Quinn.
Oh, Gundaji. I love our team. Quarterbacks, offensive line, AK, Alfred, run game, Drake, special teams, and the coach.
Yes, sir.
That's the team for you. Need another DT. We need somebody next to Grady. Anthony Rush. Go ahead, Bodie. But Anthony Rush didn't get much push. The defensive line didn't get much push in the first half.
Yeah.
But
I mean, them cats, they good, but Rush is straight, but there wasn't push. Like, I agree. We need another big body in there. They need to go find somebody.
So let's just hope that some of the plays that they ran, of course, they don't want to run everything from their playbook. You don't want to run everything so that way. Week one, the Saints are like, oh, we seen that. Oh, we seen that. Oh, we seen that. But you're going to still be in your formation. Can't get outside of that. You're going to run your nickel. You're going to run your 3-4. You're going to run your 5-2. Whatever it is, you can't beat that. But you can disguise some looks so that way you go back in the film room. It's like, all right, we did this on a fluff play. Imagine if it would work in the real game. Let's go back to one of the plays, right? There was one where the tight end, Chase, you might know about this one. Jared Goff, the tight end, Jared Goff hit him right over the middle, like 3 plays into the game. It was a cornerback blitz from AJ Terrell.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If you go back and watch that play, everybody was locked down except for the tight end who caught the ball. Rashard Evans had went over towards AJ Terrell's side when Terrell blitzed. Yeah. If Evans would have stayed and covered that tight end, you probably would have seen the sack from AJ Terrell. Because if you look at the full play of it, Casey Hayward had your boy locked on the bottom. There's 2 safeties. Marlon and Grant was up top. The coverage from AJ Terrell blitzing from the side. Marlon ran over there, and Mekhi Walker, like, come on, bro. The shit, it would have been a sack. It would have been a sack.
Well,
all Evans had to do was catch that tight end.
That's the one downside with Rashard Evans. He's a thumper, and he's all over the field, but he's not a coverage guy.
Well,
he's not.
Guess who comes in on that? Deion Jones.
Yeah, supposedly, hopefully.
Yeah. From what I've seen from Michael Walker and Rashard Evans, they was in on a lot of assisted tackles, some of the run plays. They tried to get through some gaps on some of the run plays, but they got squashed. But who is going to be out there covering the tight ends and the running backs? If Michael and Rashard wants to get downhill, it's Deion Jones.
You know what linebacker is a coverage linebacker other than Deion?
Tell him.
Roquan Smith.
Roquan Smith, huh?
Go get Roquan.
I'm down with that move.
Roquan.
God.
Going to the chat here, man. Love talking to y'all. If I were to gauge the first preseason game, I think Evan Cady and Malone are the Falcons' future, but I'm fine with the committee approach. I'm still waiting for Malone to come down from that pump fake.
I was like,
Malone, though, he got some pressure, though.
Yeah. Like, no.
Yeah, that's one thing you don't want to do is not the pump fake.
Your feet, young buck. He was so excited.
But it's the first game jitters. Everybody's out there, a little antsy. You know what I'm saying? You put me on the field right now. I bet I'll do some shit like that, too. I'll be fucking flying around and all that shit. They'd be like, put your arms down, Jack. Put your arms down.
You're like a meme. You know how they do memes of folks in funny positions. They had him just shooting to the roof, shooting to the moon right now. And then pump fake.
Now help me out with this one. Nick Kowalski. There it is.
Kowalski. See, we know that one. We know that one. We know that one.
I need to see Kowalski versus the Jets. We need to see a little bit of we need to see Kowalski. We need to see Troy Anderson. I want to see Jalen Hawkins. I want to see Isaiah Oliver.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh, he talking about Dean Pease, Antigua. I didn't get a chance to see Dean Pease if he spoke today. I'll go back and check it though.
Yeah, I gotta go look at that.
You good, brother? You good? Red Swarm. That's what Carter said in the interview. He was asked what is different about this year, and he said there was holes, bro. He said that shit like last year, and there was nothing.
It definitely showed.
Digging up them holes.
He found it, but we'll see. It's preseason.
Stevie Wonder could have found that big ass hole. God damn.
We'll see. It's still preseason game. It's game 2 now, but
because that was the line. Big ass.
Nice.
I love it.
So you're right about this, Red Swarm. Lorenzo Carter is one of the best coverage outside linebackers in the league. I can't remember what the PFF grade was, but he is rated. I think he's one of the top 5 outside linebackers in pass coverage. So that's good to know that you have a guy who can get after it when it comes to coverage and some tight ends and some running backs, either in the flat or in some zones or even in a man situation. But boy, I can't wait to see Zoe Carter. He almost had one on Jared Goff too. He was right there on Jared Goff, but Goff got that pass off, man.
This is the first preseason game with all these new cats on this team. You see what not Dean P's like, I'm not putting Evans back there on the goddamn coverage no more. You know what I'm saying?
I think he pulled him after that one play. He was like, you know what, son? Come on out. Quentin Bell, get on in there.
Yeah. Hey, he's gonna get down. He was gonna blow a vessel out there. Pease was getting mad. They was blowing some shit.
He put him in the booth one year, bring him down to the field the next. He got something to say. Like he said, I want to look the player in his eyes. I want to look the player right in his eyes.
And that's the thing.
That's what he said.
You want to cuss your ass out? What are you gonna do?
Want to be on the field.
That's the thing. We saw a lot of all the stuff. Like you said, them fluff plays. They were trying out positions. They were trying out different things. So you know, you take some from this game, but don't take too much from it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They working out the kinks.
Last comment here before we get to the rest of the notes here. How y'all doing? You can see the difference in the offense. Quarterback didn't stay in the pocket and get sacked. D-line got to be better. Back end played well. C for both sides of the ball. Go Falcons. Bodie, you gave them a C, correct? On your grade?
I did.
I gave them a B minus. Yes, you do have to get more sacks. You got to get more pressure. But what you didn't see is the Lions blow us out, even with the backups.
Stayed with them.
Stayed with them. From the 7-7, you stayed with them. From 7-0, when everybody's sitting there saying, oh, shit, here goes Mariota. Oh, shit, what are he going to do? He helped the team drive and get into the position to score a touchdown. 7-7. And then the first offense came out, and then fans started hitting the boards. Did you see Mariota dive for that touchdown?
Yeah. Yeah.
But what you saw on that drive, going back to some of the Falcons versus Lions notes, the one play, the 5 wide receiver play after the penalty was 1st and 15. Somebody in the line looked like Hennessy, Dahlman. Somebody blew the coverage. That linebacker got through the line. That's all the linebacker saw, just like this. And he saw Mariota. So whatever Mariota was looking at looked good for a second on the 5 wide receiver set. But what you didn't see is Mariota go down and get sacked. You saw Mariota escape the blitz, run around to the side. Don't forget on 5 wide receiver sets, most of the time your DB's back is turned. They don't even see the ball because it's 5 wide receiver sets. They're not even playing zone. Hell, most of the time they're playing man. So their back is turned. That's why Mariota was able to escape and get about 8-9 yards. And shout out to Mariota. He does have to take less contact. The first run he did, he got. The goal line run he got a little knock. So it's good to see your quarterback getting dirty, but to see him stand up and say touchdown, it was like, okay, Mariota, that feels good.
Mariota been throwing to his first team. He been throwing to Edwards. He been throwing to Pitts. He been throwing to London. He been throwing to OZ. He been throwing to them cats all training camp. So that's why most time when you saw his first read wasn't there, his ass was gone.
Take off
because it's just a thing. The other cats was working on second and third string. So that's the thing. It's just when we get our weapons back, he should be looking for his second, third read.
Oh yeah.
He won't take off as much and take as much contact. That's for sure.
And this is one thing I'm looking for. And Chase, you can agree or disagree. The Falcons have definitely had to work on their offense. Mariota only getting the 2 passes. Running the ball like hell, but look at the stats, right? Remember we went over that? Darby's the only one with 2 catches in that day. 1 catch, 1 catch, 1 catch, 1 catch, 2 catch, 1 catch, 1 catch, 1 catch. The offense, the playbook got to open up. I'm hoping
vanilla plays.
Preseason is vanilla play, my brother. Vanilla plays. So of course,
I'm not worried about that.
We don't want to see the magic. Remember, we didn't see the deep ball they threw down with Desmond Ritter to Franks was like just a normal pass. It wasn't like something that was like super creative. It was Franks just running a post corner fake. You know what I'm saying? And it looked nice, but I want to see them open up that playbook. And I think we're going to see it against the Saints. You can run this hundreds of plays in the NFL. So of course, a lot of these players know some of these fluff plays. It's too easy to run some of these fluff plays. But guess what? You got to open up that playbook, I think. I know we won 27-23, but you just got to open up the playbook a little bit more going forward. But then again, it's not week 1 against the Saints. A lot of these plays we won't see. A lot of the formations we'll see, but a lot of the plays that they ran we won't see. Red Swarm.
Of course.
Don't get me wrong. I'm going to be cautiously optimistic, but it's something different about these boys. They hungry. Not hungry, but hungry.
Yeah.
Them boys is hungry.
They are.
Alicia Shepard, Zantega, everybody's in here. Going over some of the notes again from Falcons Lions. 2 of the big plays that came from the Falcons were errors, pretty much on the defense. The tight end catch, we talked about it. Rashard Evans, he just wasn't there. He ran over to play the position where AJ Terrell was. I guess he tried to run into the flat when the tight end, if he would have just stayed in the middle, covered that tight end, Goff would have had nowhere to throw. If you look at the overhead view of it, as soon as the play started, the tight end was open, wide open. Yeah. So Peeves will go back and look at it. Go ahead, Chase.
It's kind of like what we seen last year, man. You get them down to 3rd down and boom, 1st down. It's just like you got to lock down on 3rd down.
Yeah.
You got to stand up.
So you go back in the film room now, you watch it. You might not do the look against the Saints, but you might bring it out against the Seattle Seahawks later in the season. But you say, hey, Evans, if you get this look again, we just need you to cover the tight end. If you see the 2 wide receivers set, you see it's about to do the play, we need you to go ahead and cover the tight end. Because if this happens, AJ Terrell is going to get a sack or the line's going to get pressure. Don't forget, not all quarterbacks going to stand there and look at the tight end. Some's going to go to their other look over here.
Yeah.
Here comes Terrell.
When you get that cornerback in your face.
Especially when you got it. I'm telling you. So I like seeing some of the looks. The other one that they had with Arnold Ebiketie, when he was in there, hands up, right in Jared Goff's face, threw the pass right over Michael Walker's head because Michael Walker bit on the play action, bit hard on the play action.
Yeah.
To where you look at the play and you're like, damn, if Michael would have stayed at Rashard, and then you go back and you look at the play and you're like, damn, Rashard covered his position, Casey and AJ covered their position, and people was like, oh, AJ Terrell. That was the one where AJ gave the helmet-to-helmet hit, kind of, it looked like.
Yeah.
People was like, oh, AJ blew the coverage. No, he didn't. Go back and look at the play over the view. AJ's at the bottom of your screen. He's covering his man. When the pass is thrown, AJ had already turned to see where the ball is going, seen the wide open man, ran to go make the tackle. So it wasn't AJ's fault. Michael Walker, if you look at the play, he bit hard on the play action. So where Jared Goff was like, oh, shit. Easy throw right over there to St. Brown. Just a dump right over the head. Mekhi Walker tried to back up on it, couldn't get to it. But those are plays you're going to work out. So those 2 big plays that gave a lot of yards for the Lions came from Falcons' errors. Not just the Lions being great on offense. 2 errors the Falcons made. A man not being in a spot right over here to cover the tight end, and another man who bit hard on the play action who's supposed to be back more into the zone on that play. Good. But they'll get over it. These
errors in the make these errors in the preseason.
Yeah.
Get this shit out of your system right now. Go ahead.
Tony, truth about that. Chase, give us some notes of what you saw from the Falcons game on Friday.
I mean, I just think stuff like that, we're going to grow as a team. We're going to grow as the season continues. Miscommunication that happens, and especially go ahead and let it out while it's preseason. I think as the year goes on, you'll see a lot of that miscommunication die out. I hope.
One thing you're going to look at, too, as well. Elijah Wilkinson, we talked about it. Every play I've seen Elijah on, I see a defender going 3-4 yards up the field. Or not being able to get not even a step on Elijah. So shout out to Elijah Wilkinson. Remember those consecutive starts in training camp we talked about before this game. And now you see him in the game. And I don't know why his rating wasn't up there as having a decent rating. But what I seen when I watched the film, Elijah Wilkinson is probably going to be your starting guard. And that's good because remember Coach Smith said it, 3 spots available. Looks like 1 spot might be taken, Elijah Wilkinson, which leaves 2 spots available. Dahlman and Hennessy had a decent performance on Friday. So that battle is going to continue to next week. The other position, the right tackle, McGarry was in there. I think we lost Chase. Then I heard a noise outside his door. I don't know if it was a squirrel.
It was a giant squirrel. I said, your internet's done. See, now I can make the squirrel jokes. Now I can do it. Feels good. Feels damn good.
One time for the fan every Wednesday, every Sunday. You know we talking Falcons football. Chase, you find that squirrel?
Man, that squirrel on me bad tonight.
Now I have to say, now I can make the squirrel jokes. It felt
I don't
good.
know what's going on, man.
Lisa Shepard, first drive was impressive. 12 plays, 80 yards. Excuse me. Yep, you're right about that. There are several dogs on this defense. You know what I want to mention too about this team? This might be the first team where you're going to see a bunch of undrafted free agents make this team. Which is good because, you got some more rookies out there who'd help you out. I think Kawani Dang could make the team. I really do think he can make the team. Nate Landman could possibly make the team. Tim Horn, who had the fumble recovery, could possibly make the team. Derek Tangelo could. We don't know. What we do know is that the 53 is going to start up shortly because Tuesday there are some cuts coming. We got some names who we think might be getting cut. We'll talk about that shortly. The chat is going crazy. Chat's going crazy.
Did he cause that fumble or did he just?
No, so it was a bad snap and the quarterback fumbled and he couldn't get to it. But Tim Horn got in there. He wasn't being blocked by an offensive lineman. He made his way through there and got to the damn ball. Yeah. So shout out to Tim Horn on that. Because guess what? The game was damn near over. You didn't have to.
And being alert. Yeah.
Gotta be alert.
Got the ball back.
That's squirrel back.
Oh Lord.
Let me get you in here, Chase. I'll put you in the lobby, Chase, until you're ready. They got an eye from a champion fam. From the coach to the quarterback to the team, they just got the eye of most champions do. Won't be surprised if they make some noise this year. You ready, man? Y'all boys talking about it. Dave, is it fair to label Drake injury prone? No.
No, I wouldn't say that.
No.
I wouldn't say that. I mean, he coming off an injury. And he, it's his first real game action in a long time. So, it's probably, he tweaked something. It's fine. They're going to bring him along slowly. He's going to be all right.
Nobody's even mentioning the plays before Drake was out there. They might mention the block on some of the runs or, when Mariota was running around getting first downs where Drake was. I mean, I know he had the one catch and then he went down, but Drake didn't get injured on the first play. He got some action. He was making blocks.
Yeah.
He was running around. He was trying to do he did what he had to do. I mean, he caught the pass and he went down with a little knee injury, but he didn't get carted off. He was over there, like I said, on Friday. He was over there talking with some of the players, catching passes, hanging out. So I tried to look for Drake when they showed a lot of coverage to the sideline because I tried to say, where is Drake? Where is Drake? Because if you see him on the sideline with the trainers like this and he's in the tent or he's back in the locker room, then it's like, oh, man, we in trouble. But Drake was standing up. He was walking around with the team.
Didn't even – when he got tackled, he didn't stay down long either, right?
And he took some pictures after the game with some of the Dolphins players in uniform. He didn't take off his jersey and go and put on the hoodie.
Yeah, he's good, bro.
So, that's our guy now. I'm trying to buy his jersey here. Hold on now. That's our guy.
Tell Jack to hold off on the jersey.
Geronimo Allison was garbage. Since Tampa Bay keep jacking us for players, what do y'all think they'll give us for him and Marlon Davidson? They got to make the team first. Marlon, I'll tell you right now, with Taekwon Graham getting those good grades from PFF and having a decent game from what we saw against the Lions, I mean, the strip sack was called back because of the holding on hands to the face on Quentin Bell.
Yeah.
Taekwon Graham was in there a couple plays.
He was.
Shout out to Taekwon Graham, man. Don't forget he's a defensive lineman from Texas. I believe we drafted him 2 years ago?
Drafted him. Was it last year or 2 years ago? I forget.
One right around there. So I know he has an opportunity now to.
I mean, he did give up that big
starting team. Go ahead.
I said the only mistake he had was giving up that having that penalty, giving up that free play, that big ass.
Yes, he had the penalty that gave up in the second quarter.
In the second quarter,
to the wide receiver on the sideline. Yeah.
So yeah.
What do you guys make of Marlon? I'm very concerned that he will not make the roster. I'm with you.
He need to get out there and play first.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. Mm-hmm. He ain't been out there. I guess he hurt or whatnot. He got to get out there and play. We got to see what he got. I got high hopes for him. Even when we drafted him, I'm like, that's the next dude that's going to pop off like Grady did when we took him out in the 5th round. This is make or break year.
I would never overreact to a preseason. We've seen over the years how they mean nothing when it comes to regular season, but you can tell the team is together and they're trying to build a different culture. That's all I ask for as a Falcons fan. That's what we talked about on Friday. If preseason matters, them players were feeling good after that Bernhardt catch. You can see all them players run over there. Cordell Patterson ran over there. to go,
That's the
slap
mentality.
some helmets and get some high fives. It's the morale. It's that good feeling. Some of the plays that executed well, you take and you say, okay, we'll bring these out against a team that we know we can run these on. Some of the plays that didn't do well, but you like, I want to run those plays again. Let's try them again next week against the Jets. So let's try them again, at a different time. But it's preseason. It gets fans entertained. NFL can cancel the preseason and just say, get ready for week 1. Y'all finna be sitting here in August like, bruh, where is football?
Mm-hmm.
It's preseason. So it does give you a good feeling. And the players are trying to change the culture within the organization. So that's pretty good to know. Zantega, Anthony White. Elijah appears to be the starting left guard until injury happens.
Absolutely.
Elijah's doing very well right now. Very well. Yeah, not the squirrels. Hey, that's what happens anytime somebody internet get jacked up. Them damn squirrels biting on your line. I don't give a damn what time it is.
Squirrels is going to
Day
town, boy.
They on your roof.
Get my damn BB gun ready. This is some bullshit.
Dre's up in here. He said I'm late, but what's good, man? What's good, Dre?
What's good, Dre? Good, man.
Red Swarm, they over there talking. Marlon Davidson ain't gonna make the team. Right now, we talked about it too. That was part of the competition back in. We talked about them in April, May, June. Taekwon Graham versus Marlon Davidson. There you go, Bodie.
We'll see. I said I personally thought in the beginning that Davidson had more talent than Graham. I was higher on him, but I like to be proven wrong. I just want positive things to happen. Okay. So we'll see. We'll see.
Terrell Johnson's in here. Shout out to Terrell. Marlon. I agree. His only real highlight was the pick 6 of Brady. And if that's going to be your only real highlight in 3 years here as a Falcon, it's time for you to go.
Yeah. Threw it straight to him.
My son could have caught that.
Yeah, stick your hands out.
You don't play football. I saw a lot of Falcons fans at Ford Field we were representing. Wait till you see the Falcon fans on the road week 2 in LA. Jeez, we're going to be there too. Got that LA podcast for you. Rise up. One time for the fan every Wednesday, every Sunday, 8 p.m. We talking Falcons football. Hit that like, hit that share, hit that subscribe. Big Chain versus Lil Chain. You know how we do.
Lil Bank take Big Bank this time.
Chase, let me know, Chase. I can call animal control if you need me, bro. You ain't gotta go out there and get them. Our recap of the Falcons versus Lions. Falcons played good. They got the win. They deserved that win. 27-23. I know it's preseason, but it makes you feel good as a fan. I'm seeing the Falcon groups and people talking. Oh my gosh, did you see Ritter? Oh my gosh, did you see the running backs? Did you see D. Alford? It makes you feel good as a fan, right? If we would have lost, what would have happened in them chat groups? They would have been talking shit. This team is not ready. Fire the team. Tank the season. We lost to the Lions. You already know what would have happened in them chat groups. So to see a win is a good feeling, right? But overall, they got to work on that first team. Now, I don't know if Mike Ford is going to be the slot corner. Could be Isaiah. Could be Darren Hall. I don't know. Jalen Hawkins wasn't out there too as well. It was Dean Marlowe, right? That front, Anthony Rush, Taekwon Graham, how they ran it, Grady Jarrett, they got some things to work on because if the Lions were giving you a little bit of their two-headed monster at the backfield with Jamal Williams and Swift, you got some. Bodie broke it down for you a couple weeks ago. You got some teams that's about to run the ball on your ass.
Yeah.
So you better be able to stop the run. And like we did against the Lions on Friday going into the half, we had more rushing yards than them. You got to be able to run the ball.
Yeah, that first team still got shredded, though, on the runs. Like, I don't like that. We got to fix that. Something got to give. We need them linebackers to step up. We need something. We need that D-line to get some push.
Yeah. From what I've seen with the Lions offensive front, they was getting a lot of push on Grady. And like all folded on Grady. And then next Rush was in there. Carter was in there. Ogundeji. I was like, where you at? And then next thing you know, Swift gets yards. Jamal Williams gets yards. And the Lions are opening up this play. What I can say for the Falcons is if this was a real game and it would have been 7-7, I could have seen the Falcons eventually settle down. second quarter, third quarter, and they would have came away with a win regardless, even if they had that first team in there. Because you're looking at the team, it's like, well, we battled back and we scored 7-7. Yeah. So even if the Lions would have went down there and kicked the field goal, we would have went down there and did this. Our team came to compete. 90 players.
Yeah.
The 53 will show up on the 11th, but 90 players came to compete because it's 27-23. But yes, the run game looked good. Hopefully we see more of CP Monday. Hopefully we see more of Damian Williams on Monday. Competition battles to look at. I think the guard position is locked. Right tackle, I don't think it's Ifedi. I think it's going to be McGarry. So the center is the biggest thing to watch on that offensive line right now. The defensive line, is it going to be Anthony Rush? Who else could it be? We'll find out. The linebackers, Michael Walker, Rashard Evans. Rashard Evans had a decent game on Friday. But is it Michael Walker next to him? We'll find out. Nate Landman, he's trying to make the team. I think he'll make it past Tuesday to play against the Jets next week. Dorian Etheridge, I think he made it past Tuesday to play against the Jets next week. That third cornerback spot, that fourth cornerback spot, D. Alford, Isaiah Oliver, Mike Ford, so much going on there. The safety battle between Dean Marlowe and Tease Tabor, something to look at too going forward. So just pay attention to that, Falcons fans. But overall, it was a decent day for the Falcons. But I just want to see more play calling. Just a couple more plays to execute better. Everybody having one catch except for Frank Darby with 2. And you won 27-23. Like, you don't see that too often.
It's
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
we
were
short Edwards.
Yeah.
We were short Edwards. We were short Pitts. London left early. It just.
Well, Pitts played a little bit, but he was more like in that motion control. Every time you seen Pitts, he was like, oh, gotta go. Oh, gotta go. Yeah. Oh, gotta go. He was all over the
decoy
field.
Mode. He was on decoy mode.
He was in decoy mode. But Cordell Hodge with a nice catch too as well. So don't forget that wide receiver battle is something to watch too as well. After Zacchaeus, Edwards, and London, that 4, 5, and 6 is something to watch. So pay attention to that too as well, Falcons fans. Going into Monday, I don't want to hear nobody say, "Oh, why this player get cut on Tuesday?" You know why he got cut. I know
why a lot of players going to get cut. For sure.
Cut. Starting Tuesday. Could you bring your playbook? Could you bring your playbook to the office, please?
Yeah. We'll buzz you in. Your key card don't work.
And your parking pass. Chase, what's going on, man? Like you just
what's up, man?
Came back from the game.
Issues.
Oh, Wi-Fi
now.
Oh, yeah, you're blaming your service provider.
Yeah.
He wanted
one
to
time
talk.
for the chain. There she go.
Yeah.
For the chain. Big chain take
one
little
time
chain.
with a chain. Hey,
have a
little chain take big chain. I ain't tripping. One time for the effing chain. Gotcha.
Anthony White, Red Swarm, Terrell Johnson, my homie shared this podcast to my messenger. First time listening to y'all. Appreciate you fellas for what you're doing. Man, we big time Atlanta Falcons fans, man.
Welcome,
home games,
sir.
away games, training camp. We gonna be there. We're gonna be there as much as we can to bring y'all some information.
Yeah, man.
We love the Falcons.
If you
man.
like us, give us a like, bro. Take your
like,
people.
share, subscribe. Tell your homeboy, tell your family, tell your cousin. Hit that subscribe button.
Welcome.
We moving right now, man. We moving. Falcon fans are enjoying the podcast. I'm glad that you all are enjoying the podcast with Bodie, Chase. Whenever we find Dez and Boo, man, he's on that 140-hour shift. He's trying to get it in. So he got to pay for that New Orleans trip. But yeah, we do the best we can here on One Time for the Fan to make you guys enjoy the content, man. And plus, when the games start up, we got a lot to show y'all. 3-star players from the Falcons versus Lions. 3 on offense, 3 on defense. Bodie, I'll start with you, sir. From your knowledge, from what you've seen on Friday, can you give me 3-star players? And we went over the hour mark, so we want to wrap it up here. We did 2 hours on Friday because we was lit like a month. But we're going to do an hour and some change tonight. But just real quick, Bodie, 3-star players from the Falcons versus Lions, 3 on offense, 3 on defense. If you want to name some more, go right ahead. But 3 is all I asked for, sir.
Okay. I go with 3. So it's 3-star players and then 3 from just 3 from offense and 3 from defense, okay. All right, so 2 quarterbacks. They were stars. Mariota and Ritter. So I'll say them. I will cop out and say them.
So So I'll give you that as one. We can say the quarterbacks. There's only two. So you can say the quarterbacks. So we'll give you that as one.
Boo. Anyway, let's see. I mean, I'll say Burkhardt. You know, he got the touchdown. I like that. I'm pretty sure he won't get cut on Tuesday. So I say Burkhardt. And who else? Shoot, another cop out. Drake London. That was beautiful. That separation was beautiful.
It was.
I loved it. That's the thing. Folks think he's slow, and he got a slow ass Madden rating. But they're gonna learn today. And on defense,
yeah.
Yeah. What you saying?
I was gonna say whoever that quarterback was, they tried to play the bump and run coverage on it. It didn't work. Man, Drake London got him. He learned that day.
Yeah, shit. Yeah, you're gonna bump him. Drake London took him out his cleats. Now, 3 on defense. Etheridge. D. Alford, athletic interception, and freaking Arnold.
You got all 3 of my.
3 nice picks
I'm
right
sorry.
there.
I'm sorry.
So
I'm sorry.
Here's the funny thing. Etheridge probably will make the team even with special coverage or even as your last linebacker on your depth chart.
Yeah.
From what I've seen, he's a tackling machine. He did help that linebacker second group in the second, third, fourth quarter, but he's a special teams guy too as well. So look for Quentin Bell. Not Quentin Bell. Look for Dorian Etheridge. Ebiketie, man, I'm with you, Bodie. I'd like to see him start week 1 against the Saints. And then D. Alford, player from the CFL, small town in Mississippi. He's went to play a little, I don't know, was it D2, D3 college ball, but now has an opportunity to make the Falcons. Had some interceptions at training camp. We talked about that recently. And now he had an interception against the Lions.
Didn't D. Alford play for the Winnipeg?
He won a Grey Cup with the Winnipeg
I don't know the
Polar
teams,
Bears or something. I don't know what it was. But he did good.
The Aunt Jemima syrup league?
Yeah, not the Jemimas.
I'm sorry.
That was good. You're 3 from offense, you're 3 from defense. Chase, you're 3 from offense, you're 3 from defense. Or if you got a little bit more, it's okay. Let us know. Red Swarm, I see you in the chat. Go ahead, Chase.
I got from offense, I got to go Desmond Ritter, number 1.
Ritter?
Tyler Algier, I got him as a star for Friday. He had a couple good runs. And 3, I'm going to have to go with Elijah Wilkinson. Man, really showed us on the offensive line.
I like it.
Took my player.
my defense, Bodie hit it player for player because I'm going off. Straight up, I had Ebiketie as first, then I had Alford, and then I had Dorian Etheridge.
Okay. Ebiketie, Etheridge.
Sure. It's a cutthroat league. You know, when you got a little chain, you stay on top of things. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna sell out tomorrow. I'm probably getting my big chain tomorrow. So
let me know. We down there. We need everybody chained up out there. Bring them Falcon chains out. Bring your Falcon gear out. Don't care what the weather is. Y'all get ready. Falcons practice. There's some interference. Check. What was that? Let me get shit. Is it you? Can you hear me? No, it's Chase. It's Chase.
Yeah,
it's Chase. I just muted you.
I ain't gonna mess.
Say it again. You gonna be on the next podcast?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just double check your address before I call the cab. I thought I was about to say the Cab County animals.
It sounds like he typing his essay.
One time for the fan, Chase, man. Respect to you, sir. Chase is good, man. Chase is good, y'all. Y'all saw Chase on the recent podcast, man. The connection is good. You know, whatever happened tonight, you said he got a little bad weather.
Yeah. Chase is fine. He's fine.
Chase is fine. He'll be back.
Yeah, he'll pick on the next. Just like I get picked on about these squirrels and McDonald's internet and shit.
God, now I got that gig. I'm a gigillionaire. I'm a gigamillionaire. What do you call them?
No, it's a gagillionaire.
A gagillionaire. I'm gigged up over here, shawty.
I see.
Called Xfinity like y'all fucking up my stream, man. Y'all didn't get this.
He said, "Yeah." He's like McDonald's was like they knew they was working off their shit. And you You know they got that internet that they fry machine run off Wi-Fi now, so you slowing that shit down.
What's up for the fan? Having a good time. My 3 players: offense, defense. So offense, man. No,
not the feds.
God, not the feds.
Sheesh.
The boy chasing the chat with them squirrels.
Goddamn squirrel.
They close your door. So get him in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Chase thought the feds and he had you, my boy. And let the Chase accomplish their mission. They got him.
Hey man,
they got him. They gone now.
Shoot the squirrels. Put that shit on a t-shirt.
One time for the fan. Offense, defense. So Chase took mine, but I have to go ahead and say him. Elijah Wilkinson. Why Elijah? He's been talked about in training camp and in practice for the past couple weeks. We talked about it here on the show. He had multiple consecutive starts in training camp. And to see him against the Lions week 1, like I said, he was moving defenders out the way. From that the 1 or 2 run plays I've seen him, and even the pass blocking situation. Elijah Wilkinson looks like a player who's probably going to win that job. And it's good because what I saw last year from Jalen Mayfield, I don't know if he's ready again to be in that position this year. But it's going to be a fight, but I think Elijah Wilkinson has it. We hope, please, we hope there's no injury to Elijah, because if he's going to be our new starting guard, man, he can move somebody's around there, and it can help out Jake Matthews too as well. Your center position, we talked about that. Dalman Hennessy, we'll find out later. But Elijah Wilkinson is one of my players. Another one of my players, Desmond Ritter, right? So Mariota, I had him as well, but I don't want to do like how you did, Bodie, with the 2 quarterbacks. Desmond Ritter is my guy. Ritter controlled that offense, right? Even when he had the penalty, even when he had the missed drop to Franks, the missed drop to Parker Hesse, he controlled that offense. The 4th and 9 play to get the ball back. And I told you when they got the ball back after the fumble, I said, are they going to bring Franks in for these last 2-minute drive? Yeah, and you saw Ritter over there putting the helmet back on. I said, oh, shit, not a game-winning situation for Desmond Ritter.
Got to, man.
You
got to see how poised he is in that situation.
Bro, when they put in Ritter, I said, oh, this is his moment. Let's go.
Yeah.
So then, first down, second down, third down. He got to the 4th and 9 now. He makes the throw. They make the catch. Ritter goes crazy. And I'm sitting there thinking, oh, man. Remember Ritter said when he first came to Atlanta, they're going to get a Super Bowl out of me. And I'm sitting here looking at that throw and catch, and I'm like, oh, shit.
He was on the phone with Terry when Terry called him. He said, Terry, man, they done fucked up, dog.
Yeah.
I remember seeing that. I don't know if you seen that. He said, man, they done fucked. He was crying and shit. They done fucked up, dog. He's for real. I like that mentality. Just hope he played better than Tack did for his grandma.
Jeez. Can't bring them names up in here. We'll go to the chat here shortly. I know y'all over here chatting it up. Desmond Ritter, Elijah Wilkinson, and this one might surprise some people, might not surprise some people, but Tyler Algier. Yeah. What I've seen from Tyler Algier as a running back on Friday, I know he went 3 for 25, and we'll see more against the Jets. I seen him at camp. Don't forget, I was at camp. Talked to Tyler. Didn't get a picture. Forgot to get a picture. If I talk to Tyler, tomorrow. I will try to get one tomorrow. Tyler, look at his stats from BYU. Look at his game tape from BYU. Look at his highlights and his footage. Kid is a touchdown machine. He knows how to find the end zone. And when you saw the 2 runs, even out there on Friday, you said, oh, shit, Tyler about to. It looked like he was about to break for him. But what I saw was a running back that the Falcons needed for a while now. A running back who can get downhill, who can get after a true running back. I ain't talking about Mike Davis and shit. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about a running back who's elusive, running back who has some speed, a running back who has some acceleration, one who can get after it, one who has some power too as well. You know what I'm saying? And I saw that in Tyler Algier Friday night. I said, boy, that boy Tyler is just – that is a running back. So it was good to see Tyler do that. So those are my 3 players on offense. Elijah Wilkinson, Desmond Ritter, Tyler Algier. On defense, Dorian Etheridge. Why Dorian Etheridge? Because when it came to being a player that is trying to make the team and in a position where the game is so close and one error, one more mishap can open up the game for the other team. There was a lot of plays where I seen the running back to the check down they had. So some of the plays they ran, Dorian was right there. There was a couple times Dorian was in there like 2 or 3 times back to back to back to the announcer named it like Dorian Etheridge is going crazy out here on the field. So if you look at Dorian Etheridge's stats too as well, I mean, he did pretty well on his first game there. So Dorian Etheridge gets my star. Another one, D. Alford. And we didn't talk about Dorian much at training camp. I didn't see him much. But he was out there. And to see him out there get some reps on Friday felt good. The second player, D. Alford. D. Alford. To hear the story, small town in Mississippi, small school in Tennessee, went to the CFL, won the Grey Cup. Now he has a chance to win a spot for the Falcons. I think he might win a spot for the Falcons.
Yeah. That's good.
And of course, the other player, Arnold Ebiketie. The pass rush. They talked about it even after the game. The holding call that was on Arnold was because he went crazy on that offensive tackle.
Yeah.
Arnold Ebiketie, the pressure, the results you've seen from the pressure. Had the quarterback the one time had to get like, oh shit, let me get this shit out of here. I seen it from Arnold with the first team when he got in a couple snaps, and then you've seen it again in the second quarter. Arnold Ebiketie is a player to watch for. I think Monday he can come away with 1 or 2 sacks. Because if it's Joe Flacco and no Zach Wilson, we ain't gonna see no mobile Joe Flacco. You're gonna see a pocket passing quarterback.
Yeah.
So I think
never been mobile.
Smoking Joe. I see a sack coming from Arnold Ebiketie on Monday night.
Smoking.
I see a sack coming. Those are the players we have. The 3 players on offense, the 3 players on defense. Now comes the cut list. Oh shit. Because the next time we talk is Wednesday night. Bodie's breakdown will be there too as well. But the next time we talk is Wednesday night. And some players will not be here with the Atlanta Falcons. If you missed it on Friday. My cut list, I got Henry Black, the safety. I got Ballantyne, the DB, number 38. Cornell Armstrong, who missed practice today. I'm guessing he already got the text.
I'm going to say they took his playbook early.
Number 85, James, the wide receiver.
Taekwon James.
Taekwon,
yeah. Dijon Mustard.
Might not be here. John Rainey, fullback, tight end. I think he plays tight end, but John Rainey.
Yeah.
Those are the 5 players I have on my cut list. Bodie, do you have any players on your cut list who won't be here Tuesday?
I mean, you took my top 1. I mean, freaking what's his name? Let me look. It's James.
Taekwon James.
His name, let me get it. Tyshawn James.
Tyshawn James.
Yeah, 6'2", 214 out of Connecticut. Yeah, he's good as cut. He's good as cut. Coach. He was god awful. He was terrible. I'm sorry. Ball just hitting him all over the. And
I tell you, he tried to catch you with his elbows one time. I told you, right?
Did like a seal. His ass is cut. You said John Rainey. Huntley got 8 carries. He's the running back got the most carries out of everybody. Only averaged 2.3 yards. He's on the cut list. He's on that chopping block list. It is what it is. He didn't produce. Yeah, you said Black. I agree with that one. Let me see.
Ballantyne.
Yeah, Armstrong. Ballantyne. Yeah, but damn Armstrong. He should have been cut. He shouldn't have got back on the damn bus. Now it's just the DB skills. I mean, I ain't no NFL DB, but I
believe it was a 4th down throw too as well,
bro. He's at Hut. He took a step back, 2 steps back, and he was going to that cat the whole time. And he had a chance to knock it away if he was aware, but he was not aware. That was terrible. That was a horrible touchdown.
Then you saw AJ Terrell right after the play coaching him on the sideline, probably telling him, what I'm letting you know right now, it don't matter. Because on Tuesday, none of this matters. You over there coaching like, look.
He said,
So
No,
when
he
you bring
went
your
over there.
stuff, when you bring your playbook to the locker room on Tuesday, what you want to do is
All right, so
clean
make
out your
sure
locker.
so he was like, so make sure you turn in your badge, okay? Don't keep your damn badge. All right. That's why he put his hand on his shoulder and said, "Time for you to clock out for me, son."
One time for the fan.
But
we do hope that any of these players, because don't forget, folks, I know we're cracking jokes, but in all seriousness, they play for the Falcons. So shout out to them who they showed up on Friday. They played against the Lions. They try to do their best they can to make this team. But at the end of the day, there's going to be 53 players here who's going to take this team to the next level. And some of these players we name is some of these players on y'all list too.
yeah.
85, the wide receiver, James, he's on y'all list. Some of y'all might say Allison. Some of y'all might switch him and say Allison.
Geronimo dropped the easy pass.
But don't forget, Allison had a decent camp. So maybe they keep him around for next week. We'll find out. I'm giving you my list. Bodie's giving you his list. Tuesday, them names will drop. But if you see any of these names on the list, just remember one time for the fan. Oh, yeah, they were right. You know what I'm saying? But you're right, too, because if you know that we had these names and you had those names, then we think alike. Because we saw what we saw on the football field. James didn't catch a pass, even if he didn't do much.
He got 3 targets and didn't catch shit. And one of them, all of them were bad drops. But that one was like,
could have had a decent catch. And no, he turned it around. Armstrong, the touchdown that he gave up. As a cornerback, you know it's one-on-one coverage. You know where they're going. Terrible. They've been going to this guy a couple times now.
Cornell Armstrong.
Back turn, don't even see
it. Get out. Get out.
And these names, y'all, these ain't names that y'all can be mad at. Oh, I really wanted to see this guy make the team. No, you didn't.
You didn't know who they were.
You didn't know who they were. You didn't
Hell,
want to
I don't even think I did.
You didn't have.
Here's what it is.
You didn't start them in Madden.
Yeah. Oh. You know he a 59 in Madden. Why are you playing?
But real talk though, even to those players who played Friday, who's gonna get cut. Salute to y'all, man. You had a chance to play in the NFL. Your tape will go on to another team. If they pick y'all up, they pick y'all up. If y'all have a career in the NFL, shout out. If it didn't work out for the Falcons, it is what it is. But here on this podcast, I got some names that I think is going to get cut, and I just named them.
Yeah, they go to the damn XFL and play for the Cucamonga Cracker Killers. It's all good. Hey,
you better send your tape to The Rock.
Hey,
we're gonna go ahead and wrap up the show here. 8 more minutes left. Wednesday's show is gonna be nice. Bodie's breakdown. Can't wait to hear what Bodie's saying. Can't wait to hear that. Zantega, y'all talking about Lisa Shepard. Ready for tomorrow? It's been a fun few days with our Falcons. Hey, don't forget, we 1-0. Let's go around the league. Falcons 1-0 in the preseason.
Yep. It's a rare win.
The turds up there in Charlotte are 1-0 in the preseason. Snuck by an easy win against the Commanders. Those Commanders from Washington. Their made-up name.
I need to go back and look at their shit just to look at it. You know, got to keep an eye on the comp.
2 teams in the division.
NFL plus
0-1.
Yep.
Those Bucks out of Tampa Bay, 0-1. And them dirty Yanks down there in New Orleans.
Cool.
Lost to the Texans.
Cool.
0-1. So your preseason rankings goes as follows. Falcons in first, y'all. Yeah, we got our own music for the rankings and shit.
I'm going to say, what is that? Is that John Madden shit?
Facebook can't sing with no copyright strike on that.
And boom. Yeah, 0-1. Boom.
I made that one, Facebook. I own the rights to that. I own the rights to that shit. One time for the fan every Wednesday, every Sunday, 8 p.m. No love for Franks. He was the only one with more than 1 catch. No, Darby had the 2 catches.
No, Franks would have had 2 catches.
He would have had
he dropped that one you probably thinking about.
Mm-hmm.
He dropped that 1 catch that he should have.
That's when you blinked. That's when you blinked.
You probably looked away. You probably took a sip of that beer and was like,
I want to go back and check that tape again. He dropped that motherfucker.
He dropped the fuck out of that pass. I was so.
But he had it though. Beautiful post corner fade route that he had. Ritter put it on the money.
learning to be a tight end. He'll get better.
What you want to see though is a better Franks than last year, and I think you're going to see that because he's going to be
because he won't be playing quarterback.
Boom. One time for the fan. Yeah. Oh, he's talking about Darby. He was the only one.
Darby.
Shout out to Zantega, man. Good to see you in here too, Zantega, man. Absolutely. You know, every Darby Wednesday, every Sunday, we talk about Falcons. Yeah. Chase, Squirrels okay? Another 2 offensive player. I had 2. Allison. I know, Chase, we would have had a chance to hear about it, but save that list for next time.
I would say you can drop it in the chat so I can laugh at him with the squirrels.
We are sitting for tomorrow. AFN needs a one time for the fan pick. We're right there behind the Falcon bench.
Yeah, we're gonna be on the field.
Mm-hmm. We're right there behind the bench. So we'll bring y'all some. We'll bring out some footage.
But yeah, we should get up. Yeah, we should definitely get that pick in for
Definitely. I think we're gonna do something afterwards too. We might go grab some drinks or something. Just real quick. I know school's Tuesday. We're gonna keep everybody out late. I know people gotta go take care of the kids and work and all that. It's all right. You know, but we can go grab just a quick drink. There's 2 spots that's close to the stadium. Practice should end about 8:30, so we can run across the street, grab a drink, order some wings, talk some football, and then head up out of here if y'all want to. You know, so this is what it is there. About to go ahead and wrap up the show here shortly. AK's hard work and explosiveness off the line was well enough for me to realize he's a real one.
He is the damn doctor of the pass rush, and that is the thing. He only gonna get better.
If Marlon don't tighten up, go ahead and add him. I'm trying to do my best, man. But if Marlon's on that list for Tuesday, don't be surprised, Bodie. Am I right? If Marlon's on that list for Tuesday,
I wouldn't be surprised.
Missed the practice. 2 practices already. Missed today's practice. Missed the game Friday. Taekwon Graham having a.
He reminded me of like Rashid Hageman. Remember, I thought Rashid Hageman was going to be a big star.
Rashid Hageman, damn.
I thought he was going to be a big star. He's a big old joker. I thought this cat was going to do something, and he just couldn't put it together. He just couldn't do it. It was killing me. Yeah, that's where Rashid Hageman at right now, playing for the damn Cucamonga Crack Killer.
What's that on? That was on next Friday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
with Mike Epps.
Yeah.
One time for the fan. Vern's in here. Vern, you ready for the season?
Oh, yeah, I already know.
Let's talk Falcons football now. Oh, y'all over here? Yeah, y'all in my section. Yeah, I'm in 110.
Bet.
Mm-hmm. Come on down. Let's talk some Falcons now. We got a lot to talk about with the Atlanta Falcons.
Okay.
Got some information on some upcoming events here. Hopefully, we get this Desmond Ritter Ricky report out the way. I don't know. Cincinnati fans, ever since I say to these fans, yeah, I'm from Georgia. They said, nah, we don't want to do
the podcast.
Damn. They be like,
damn.
So you a dog fan? Yeah. I don't want to do the podcast.
Nah, we good on y'all. Hey, don't be salty like that, bro. Help
Conversation be going good and everything. Yo, y'all good. You support the dogs? I might show the gif of like Kirby kissing the trophy.
Exactly.
like, nah, I can't do it.
Hey, that's real. Did they even score a touchdown in that damn game? I don't think so. I think they had 3 points.
He reminded me of Hageman too. God, y'all saying these names, not Hageman.
Hey, names, yeah. I mean, I'm here. I was rooting for that guy, man. He had the talent. He just couldn't put it together.
The sad thing was, if Hageman was around now, he'd try to compete for this team with this team. You know, in the past before, this wasn't the spot, man. This wasn't it.
Ugh, that hurt.
That boy Vern said he's ready. Definitely ready. One time for the fan every Wednesday, every Sunday, 8 p.m. You know, we talking Falcons football. Got some information.
Take him out. Take that squirrel out.
Go get him now.
Yeah. Go get that BB gun. Pew, pew, pew.
Got some information for y'all. Of course, y'all know the season is about to start. We have a lot of shows coming up, right? I know we do Wednesday and Sunday, 8 p.m. We got some more pop-up shows we're going to be doing in between the time. We got the Falcons and Saints hate week, rivalry week. We got a lot going on that week, so be prepared for what is going on there. Don't want to drop too many details, but just be very prepared. While we hating on Georgia Tech, we dogs, man. They ain't hating on the city now, but yeah, this
right back here.
You know,
wait on my camera. There it is. Yeah,
we dogs now.
What?
We some dogs now. But yeah, we got a lot going on with One Time for the Fan. So many podcasts coming up, so much content to bring y'all. And then once the season starts, week 2 for anybody that's going to LA, we have a meet and greet in LA Saturday night. Okay, so if you are going to LA or any Falcon fan in this chat, if you know somebody who's going to the Falcons Rams game in LA week 2, we have a meet and greet Saturday night before the game. If you know anybody who is going to week 3 versus Seattle, we also have a meet and greet week 3 in Seattle. The Rise Up Tour is nice enough to put on some of these events for all the Falcon fans who travel to some of these away games. One Time for the Fan will be there, so tune in for that. But yes, if you know any fans going to the Falcons-Rams game in week 2 or the Falcons-Seattle game in week 3 in Seattle, let us know. We'll give you the details to our meet and greet that we have out there in LA. Hollywood Takeover. Mm-hmm. That's what the flyer said. Hollywood Takeover. So trying to find a way to get up there and take a picture with the Hollywood sign. A nice, good picture with the Falcon flag so everybody can see. But yes, One Time for the Fan is hitting the road this season. Of course, you know, every home game, every away game, we are there. So we'll get a chance to show y'all some footage from the fans to the field. Even some footage after the game, you know, when the players go back to the buses and everything. You know, I got those connections, man. So I'm going to go ahead and use them. But, you know, we're going to get some footage to y'all as best as we can here on One Time for the Fan. But shout out to everybody who's out here covering the Atlanta Falcons. You have so many journalists from ESPN to NFL Network to podcast content creators. Shout out to everybody who's out here doing what they can to represent the Atlanta Falcons. And if you're not out here representing the Atlanta Falcons, then what are you doing? But we had a great show tonight. We talked about the Falcons news and updates from practice today. Some players not participating. Light walkthrough. You know, they have the Jets next week on Monday night. We hope to have another win there too as well. Go 2-0. We talked about the PFF ratings and what does it mean for those players. Some people like the PFF rating. Some people don't care about the PFF ratings. But when you win, you want to hear all the good stuff. So we talked about that too as well tonight. We gave a little recap of the Falcons and Lions game. Just some notes that we went over, what we've seen in the first quarter, some other stuff too as well. 3-star players from the Falcons and Lions game. We talked about 3 on offense and 3 on defense. I think if y'all agree, then these players will be playing next week against the Lions. I don't think the Falcons are going to go cut D. Alford, who just had a pick and played a pretty good damn game against the Lions. I don't think they're going to cut Tease Tabor or Arnold. You know what I'm saying? So let's hope that these players now have a good game next week against the Jets. Healthy. You want to get off that field healthy too as well. One thing I did also notice, otherwise than Darren Hall sitting out today and Cornell Armstrong, which we know is probably on the cut list, a lot of players did participate in practice. They feel good. You know, we'll find out more of the updates on the injury reports, but Drake's situation, all right. But you have a lot of other players who made it off that field, and they're feeling good right now. So that's good. You got through one game of preseason. I know your star wide receiver got a little banged up. It's all right. Coach said it's nothing long term. We trust the organization with what they say and what they do. So I'm glad that you didn't hear Rashard Evans or Grady Jarrett or Richie Grant suffer. There's a couple players that you heard today around the NFL for some teams that is out for the season. Things are starting to happen. Things are shaking up. And this also changes, you know, other teams' rankings. You know what I'm saying? So one team looks good on paper, and the next thing you know, like Zach Wilson, he's supposed to be the starter. Zach Wilson's going to be hurt 2 to 4 weeks now. What does that do to their rankings? They're projected to do this, this, and this with Zach Wilson. Now Flacco's the starter.
Man, can you go lower than 32?
Mekhi Bacon. Even if anybody had high hopes for Bacon, he's out for
Becton.
Bacon. You don't play
Becton. Yeah, isn't it Kevin Bacon, my guy?
He don't play for the Falcons. But, you know.
Call him Bacon. I'm dying.
There's some players who's injured and banged up. And it's good to see that the Falcons got out the game healthy. So next week, Monday, we get a chance to see this team go compete again. Talked about the cut list. We know some of the players that's going to be out of here. We talked about it, man. Cornell Armstrong. Sorry. James, I'm sorry. You know, but it is what it is. We'll talk about it on
they
Wednesday.
Make it past Tuesday, I'll be damn surprised.
It will. I have to go back and watch the film again and wonder why, you know. But don't forget, we didn't mention no offensive linemen. We didn't mention no defensive linemen. I mean, we talked about what wide receiver, tight end, and 3 DBs. So
I mean, they did mention somebody did say about Marlon Davidson.
Marlon Davidson too as well. So
it's a possibility, but I don't think he didn't play in the game, right?
No, he didn't play. He was out.
Okay, so
Nick Thurman. Anybody mention Nick Thurman? Who? He plays on the Falcons too. He's one of the edge rushers, but I don't know. I didn't see much of Nick Thurman too as well. So I'm like, if these players get cut, don't be surprised, Falcon fans. But Valentine, Armstrong, James, Rainey, and Henry Black is 5 players who I got. I'll be fine if 3 of them's out of here because that means I'm watching the game correctly.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I say the same thing.
Feels good.
So they got to cut 6 players, right?
It's between 5 to 8, I believe.
5 to 8. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and if you want to add on some more,
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, 3 or 4 of those guys don't get cut, I'd be surprised.
I don't want them to cut Dang though. Dang had good special teams coverage. He also had one that looked like a pass deflection. I like the kid, 6'7" linebacker.
Bruh, shit, that damn workout we went to when we went to the Benz, dude was sweating like he just got out of pouring rain. Like, dude was, he working. So hey, we get an A for effort.
Remember him as the kid from Cal.
Yeah,
Maggie T's in here. Shout out to Maggie T.
Good.
They had a great show tonight. Good. I was able to jump in.
She's gonna be there. The bench too. I watched the regulators this morning, Atlanta Falcons Nation. So all them gonna be there.
Mm-hmm. That's good. That's good. Now y'all
shout out to them. Shout out to Atlanta Falcons Nation.
AFN in the building. Okay, go Dogs. Let's do it again. Go Dogs.
Yeah.
Here we go. Get ready for it. Here we go. Here we go. F. Matt Ryan. Rise up, Falcons Nation. We ready.
Stir the pot.
Chase, Dre, Anthony White, Lisa Shepard, Zantega, Dave. Everybody, if I missed the name, I apologize, but I'm glad that y'all in the chat, man. We talked about so much tonight. We're about to go ahead and wrap it up, get up out of here. Upcoming events, be prepared for the show on Wednesday. We'll be at the Falcons practice tomorrow, so, we get a chance to maybe go live on Facebook or YouTube or something. So we'll give y'all a little bit of footage. I know we'll take some pictures and, talk to some players too as well. But with the season underway, we're not going to put any player in any position to answer any question that he's not supposed to answer. You know what I'm saying? So be prepared for that. If you sitting out there like, Jack, why didn't you ask him this? Or Bodie, why didn't you ask him this? We don't want to get any player caught up saying something they're not supposed to. So it might be like a basic generic question like, oh, how do you feel about the game on Friday? You know what I'm saying? Something like that. But we're not going to ask him about, competing and battling against
the competition, the position
competition and so on. Yeah, we're not going to do that. So it'll just be nice questions. So definitely great show. Lisa Shepard's in here. Let me know where you'll be. We'll be right over there on y'all side. We're over there on the side with the Falcons. We're right behind the bench. Yeah,
we'll be on the field.
We're right there too for the games too. That's where my seats are. So we'll be right there. Nah, fam, thank you guys for the great content. I'm just happy to be mentioned and be a part of this. Can't wait for Hate Week. Keep it up, fam. Oh, wait till you see Hate Week. Wait till you see Hate Week. Now, we only do Wednesdays and Sundays. We got a couple pop-up shows here and there. But Hate Week for the Falcons Saints, man, we might leave the camera on 24 hours.
Getting ignorant. It's going to be a damn telethon. We're going to have y'all calling in.
We got a lot.
It's going to be 3 in the morning, goddamn. Hey.
We got a lot for y'all. I can't wait for the week. I can't wait for the week versus the Saints, man. I got a lot for y'all. We got some special guests on the show. We got some Falcon fans on the show. We got a lot going on. Be very prepared for what's going to happen there. And then, of course, after week 1, week 2, we got a live podcast from LA. Bodie won't be there. I'll be there, but live podcast from LA. So we get a chance to do that too as well. So much going on with One Time for the Fan. Upcoming events. Stay tuned. Be prepared for what we have going on. Facebook, don't forget, One Time for the Fan on Facebook. Right there. It's right there. One Time for the Fan on Facebook. Tell your friends. Tell your family. Twitter. Right there. Right there. We getting more followers too. We growing. I don't really be on Twitter like that sometimes, but you know, I post from time to time. But Twitter's cool. I like my Facebook family, man. Facebook's real cool.
I told this old head to create an IG. He's slacking.
Yeah.
Team IG.
I got the IG too, and then when the Falcons did that video and they posted me, people was just posting, but it was just saying my name, but they had nobody to tag. So I was like,
exactly.
We're gonna change that.
One
time for the fan.
He a little seasoned. How do you work this, Sonny? Ooh, Instagram.
Keep them energy drinks on standby. You better get ready. Oh, y'all gonna love Falcon Saints Hate Week because the first show is right after the Georgia game. Me and Bodie gonna be at the Georgia-Oregon game. Go Dogs! Sorry, Joseph. Go Dogs!
Go Dogs!
Kirby gonna let me hold the trophy. Shout out to Kirby Smart. Nah, real talk though. One time for the family. We got a lot going on. We want y'all to come back. We'll be back on Wednesday. We'll talk about some more of the Atlanta Falcons. Anything that's going on. So, Bodie, before we get up out of here, any shout outs tonight? And I feel bad for Chase because he had a whole list of shout outs and stuff and people he wanted to talk to.
Damn. Shout out to that damn squirrel that kept eating on the line.
He got them addressed.
F that squirrel. You want to talk about Harold Poole? Talk about F that damn squirrel to keep fucking Chase. Anyway,
squirrel on them ways.
F that squirrel.
We got to make a right over there on Mountain Woods Trail. He on Chase head like you think, look, boy, you think we on your head.
Yeah, I'm on your head because y'all both of y'all head because this chain is everything. Shout out to my chain. I'm gonna keep saying that shit.
Hold on, I just got
a shout out.
Oh, these chains sold out tomorrow at the Benz. I can't get them. But no.
Hey man.
One time for the fan,
Harold. Squirrel. Thank you, Harold.
Harold, when you come in here, man, before you drop the Matt Ryan bombs, just drop the F the damn squirrel, man.
Please give us some good juju, goddammit.
Dre said you ready for the season. Yeah, every Falcon fan, first off, before we get to the shout out, every Falcon fan in this chat needs to have tickets to the week 1 opener. Every Falcon fan in this chat. If you're talking Falcons football with us, we need to see you week 1 in the Benz. So please,
in that ignorant.
Please, we finna
let's get ignorant.
Stupid. And of course, that game right there too as well. We're right behind the Falcon bench, so we'll bring some content to you guys as best as possible. And then after the game too as well, we'll show y'all some pictures. Get a chance to get some autographs. Don't have that. Well, kind of say have that little post game pass area. So I'll be over there with the players after the game. So I'll give y'all some content with that too as well. Great show, fellas. Y'all hit that like button on the way out. If you haven't already subscribed, Dre, shout out to Dre. One time for the fan. Facebook, YouTube, 8 p.m. Bodie, please. Any shout outs, sir?
Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to the Falcons for eating that dub. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the chat, man. Y'all keep it going, man. Shout out to new people. If you're new here, man, welcome. Welcome. We're just growing as a family. I just like to all of us as a family. It's just a great thing. Shout out to just shout out to the Falcons. Shout out to everybody, man. Just excited. Get more excited. We're going to the Benz tomorrow. Shout out to the Benz.
Greatest stadium in the world.
Exactly. That's September 11th. Yep. Shout out to beating the Saints' ass. Gonna get ignorant.
One time for the fan. Ignorant. We love talking to y'all. Me and Bodie mention it all the time when we're talking in our chat. Like, Falcon fans, I'm glad y'all really do like the podcast because every time we be wanting to go live every night. But we're glad we got Wednesday and Sunday. But we do talk Falcons football, Bodie. Tell them every day.
Every
you know what I'm saying? Voice messages, text messages, links, emails, articles, everything. I told Bodie, hell, I might even start writing articles around this month. Like, we love the Atlanta Falcons. Braves, Hawks, Bulldog, all that too as well. But this show is about the Atlanta Falcons. So shout out to everybody who's in the chat. Shout out to everybody who's out there supporting One Time for the Fan. It's been a long time coming since draft night when we did our first show. But now we are doing very well. And I want to say thank you to everybody who's been supporting. We have a long way to go. Well, once again, all the content creators who's out there, making their coverage about the Atlanta Falcons. Shout out to y'all too as well.
Shout out to AFN in here. Shout out to y'all.
AFN,
Big Low Country. Shout
Big
out
Low,
to him.
P
who
for P,
else in
pound for
here?
pound, pound for pound.
Yeah.
ATO,
yeah,
I
man.
met them as well at the stadium last time. Out of Your Mind podcast too as well.
Yeah.
Chat Sports was in here the other day from the Lions, but they have a Falcons page too as well. But the Lions creators were in here the other day giving us a shout out.
That was pretty dope.
So that was pretty cool. But there's other podcasts too as well. I'm sorry if I missed y'all, but there are some other podcasts out here that's doing pretty well. And then we hope that you're not using the podcast platform to bash and diss the Falcons. We hope we're not doing that.
We just hope.
Because that would be such a
terrible
wrong thing to do. Don't want to do
really
that.
Would be.
But anyway,
one
time for the fan. We're back on Wednesday. Shout out to everybody, all the subscribers. If you know, you know. We ain't gonna say too much. If you know, you know. But shout out to all the subscribers. Shout out to all the fans, all the Falcon fans. We've had some fans from other teams in here too as well. Anybody who's joined the chat and who has respect for another one in the chat, shout out to y'all too as well, because y'all not coming here dissing and talking stupid and talking nonsense. Y'all coming here with respect and we talking football. It is what it is. But big respect to y'all. Big shout out to y'all. One time for the fan. Like I said, we back on Wednesday. Tomorrow night we're at the Benz, and we'll see y'all there. So for Bodie 3000, I am your host Jack Spade, and we will be back on Wednesday 8 p.m. One time, Jesus Christ. One time for Terry Fontenot, one time for the Atlanta Falcons.
Sticky note up here.
Yeah, I know, right? I had to go ahead and pull that one down. Like, don't forget your signature. One time for the Atlanta Falcons, one time for Terry Fontenot. One time for the Falcons getting the win because it changed the whole energy of the fan base right now. They're feeling good about this preseason win. So get out there, do it again. Go 2-0 against the Jets next week. We'll talk about it. We'll be happy to do it. Hell, I told my friend the other day that the Lions, that game right there was so intense. I might fly to New York for the damn Monday Night Football game. Like I'm feeling good to go watch some football live and direct. So shout out to everybody who's been supporting the channel and everything that's going on. So one time for the fan. We'll be back on Wednesday. Jack Spade, Bodie 3000. I'm out of here, y'all.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even hit the end broadcast. Oh,